Hello, this is a message for Pisces. Pisces, we have a story that starts off with a card of endurance. So it seems like you're in a situation here where it's requiring some endurance on your part. And as I look at this card as we get it first, it seems to me kind of like when you see a toddler or something standing underneath their father or something like that. They're just kind of sitting there, kind of not necessarily wounded right now, but still just kind of healing in this energy of looking for protection. But it looks like you see this person sitting under the cave here, and it looks like it's like a man's image, and they're just sitting there. And it's requiring some endurance on the part. And the next one that comes out after that is this card of protection. And again, that's why I'm getting this energy over and over. It's a fawn, it's a young deer, and I'm getting this energy of this. It's like a child being protected by their father or something like that, or mother, whatever the circumstance, if it actually comes down to that. But it continues on into the Page of Arrows, which is putting you in this where you're feeling, it's showing this small bird in the middle of a winter forest, and it's giving me this energy of just someone that's kind of feeling defenseless right now. And it's requiring this we're in this morning energy. So you see here, and it looks like you're sitting there, or it's sitting in this this dying woods. I'm getting this energy of, it's almost like maybe the reason that it's requiring all this protection and this endurance, it feels like there's maybe some poverty situation going on. It's feeling like that's a lot of the problem that we're having here, is that it seems like there's just all this hardship. So whatever that is for your story, but it's like with the morning card was coming out, it's looking to me like a financial situation, something that's requiring you to endure through the situation, endure through the winter, and you're having to be protected in some way, shape, or form from this situation. And what's coming out after that, kind of clarifying what we're talking about here, it's showing that this creativity card. And because it comes after all that energy, I'm getting what's happening here is that your creativity is in some way is being like stifled. It's something's happening here. Maybe you're having we've been getting this feeling of like writer's block or something like that, something that is hindering your abundance. And you're having to endure through this situation, endure through this winter on your own here. And we get this energy of this individual by themselves over and over again throughout the whole time. But in the end here of this, at the beginning of the story, we get this ecstasy card. So ecstasy is showing that's the outcome of what's happening throughout all of this, and that's what you're working through. And I see it's the Five of Vessels, the Five of Cups in this card, and you see there. And what I'm getting from this image is, even though you are going through all this stuff, all this hardship and all this enduring energy that you have to sit through, and the protection that's needed, even though you have all this, you're leaning on spirit. And I'm seeing at the bottom there the cups underneath you, that's showing me like you're surrounded by spirit, and you see up in the sky, it's the universe behind you. And nonetheless, even though you are going through all this hardship, you are coming into this place of ecstasy, and it's just showing that while you lean on spirit, everything is coming out exactly how it's meant to be. And that's almost what that's really is what it's coming through, is that this is a lesson for you, that it's just one of those things through life where you go through so much hardship or anything that it seems impossible to you, you don't know how to get through it, but spirit's just reminding you, no matter what we go through in this earthly plane, as long as we stick with spirit, we're going to come out to an ecstasy. It goes on underneath the endurance, we get this, it's Knight of Wands. So Knight of Wands was coming through almost like, I was thinking something almost, it's like a knight coming through. So maybe maybe you are the knight, or your knight is coming through to you, but the knight is like, has its hands thrown up in the air, and it's riding on this horse, and it seems like this strong energy, but surrounded by you is all this flame, and it's like this magical energy surrounded by you. And what I'm seeing is you are throwing your hands up to God or the universe, whatever your word is that you use. And as you're doing this, you're coming through it, but you're kind of, you are this strong soul, but you're having to lean on spirit to get through it. And then we go into, after that, so I'm seeing that as, you're the knight, or the person that we're talking about in this situation is the knight that's leaning on spirit. And we get this Knight of Swords that came out after that. Knight of Swords. And when I looked at this image, the first thing that stuck out to me is it looks like someone with one leg. It's not, if you look closely at the image, it's not someone with one leg, but one leg. But for me, what it looks like is someone with one leg. So I don't know. Maybe since it did stick out so strong, maybe this is something that literally, like maybe there was an accident, or in some way, shape, or form, it's just showing something is wounded here. And it seems physical, like you have something about you is physically wounded. And another image that I got through this, the Knight of Wands card, is I talked about, like, it seems like spirits surrounding this knight here, but it could kind of looks like to me maybe trying to give us the image of a car accident. I'm seeing, imagine the horse is a car, and then surrounded by it is the flames. And I got this message pretty strong here that's something along those lines, and I put it into your story, or whatever it could be. It could be any kind of hardship that had an accident with a physical wound, because we get this image here, and then we get the person with the one leg, and at the bottom here we have this, it looks like a cheetah or a jaguar. It's licking the wounds. So there's a situation going on where someone, and I get it pretty strong that we're not talking about metaphorically, we're talking about literally something. There's someone that is physically wounded. And so the biggest story that came out is it looks like there was a car accident. Someone was in a car accident and something happened. I don't know if someone lost their leg, or maybe their leg was broken or something like that. But it's coming through pretty strong that that's what's going on here. So I'm getting this story of, it seems like two people, and it could be it's soulmate energy. So whatever that could be for you, if it's a romantic interest, if it's a family situation, or if it's a friend, whatever it is, it's a soulmate energy going on. But I'm getting the story of someone was in an accident and they have these wounds from it, and they're going through this healing energy, and it might be a Gemini that we're talking about, because we get this energy here. It is it's 3 of Cups in this card. But the card that came through is, it's these 3 maidens, which I'm almost seeing like nurses. You're surrounded by nurses, and but the nurses, they have 2 faces. It's like if you look at the front of their face, and then if you look at the back of them, it looks like they have a face on both sides. So maybe it's someone wearing masks, and something like that. But or it could just give you this Gemini energy. But they're surrounding this tree here. So I'm seeing the tree as knowledge. It looks like the tree of life. So something in the situation, probably the person that's gone through this incident, is being surrounded by these individuals that is keeping them protected in the situation right now. And what it's going towards is the is 10 of Cups. So what's looking like is you're going towards your yeah, and I keep getting this where my throat chakra's getting all blocked up, so I'm going to go on into it. But what it's seeming like is your voice is being stifled somehow. You're being stopped from speaking about something that you want to speak on, and we'll go on to that in a second. But what we're talking about is your 10 of Cups situation. You're trying to get to your 10 of Cups, and you're going through this morning situation trying to get back to it. But the next thing that comes out is this 9 of Coins is what it is in this card, but it's 9 of Pentacles. But you see there's this bird here that's in that cage, and you see this woman shushing the bird, and it's a parrot. Parrots speak, and it's showing you in this cage. So this could be a situation where either you are literally behind bars, maybe, or something like that, or something is keeping you trapped, stopping you, and something is stopping you from speaking on something. And I'm not sure what the situation is. You're going to have to put it in your story however it goes, but it's coming through pretty strong. Someone has something that they want to say, but they're not able to say it. And then the next card that comes out after that is the 7, or excuse me, I'm not sure which one this is, but it comes through as like an Empress. It's showing an Empress. So it could be your counterpart that you're going towards, but your counterpart is walking with which is the lion. And then for me in tarot, when I see the lion, that's like a God image for me. So, or the universe, or higher intelligence, whatever you want to say. It's being that your Empress or your counterpart is being guided by God. And so it could be almost that your voice is being stopped from saying, because whatever your person has to go through, I don't know what the story is, but it's coming through that they're walking with God, and your person is okay, but something is stopping you from speaking with them. And then right next after that, we get this the 2 of Cups card, which talks about soulmate energy, and that's what brought me all to what we're talking about here. So it seems to me if it's getting unclear, what we're having is, it seems like you are in this situation that you're having to endure throughout all this protection and everything, and there was some kind of incident that has happened that has left someone wounded, and it's all heading towards your Ten of Cups is what you're trying to go towards. So it seems like there might be a lot of metaphorical imagery coming through here, or it might be literal. You know how these things happen, but it doesn't make sense to me. So you're gonna have to put this into your story your own way. But it's going towards a soulmate connection, and it's saying it's coming in fast. And once you do, it seems like once you're released from this binding of whatever it is, if someone is in jail or if someone is behind bars, it's like almost like you're ready to burst. Again, we get Nine of Cups there, and it's like as soon as you're able to, you have all this you want to say. Basically, you have so much that you want to say, and as you do it, you're in your head about it. You're in your head about it right now with the the Five of Swords. But as you do, you're trying to come to be, because what you want is your King of Swords here, and it seems like for you, that's what's hindering you here, is you have something that you want to say, but for some whatever reason you can't say it, and you want to come in as your King of Swords for your person here. But once you do, you're coming. We end up in the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is showing us the celebratory energy of, it's almost like you have something that you want to say. There's something that you want to say, but you can't say it for whatever reason. But once you are able to say it, it's going to lead you with your counterpart or your soulmate person. And I asked for clarification on that, and that's why it all kind of came together as we're talking about two people and soulmates, is because it seems like we get this Five of Wands for clarification. And what it's showing to me is that there is this fight. It's like there's this fight going on around you of people. Maybe it's someone that is trying to win a role in someone's life, someone that's proved that they're the actual partner, but underneath them all this fighting, there's like all this excess energy of all these people it's like a lot of individuals are involved in your situation, and for some reason in this situation you're not able to speak what you want to. It's the thing that that you feel like if you could just say it, there would be no question about who the soulmate is here. So it's almost like there's all this energy trying to figure out what's going to happen. So maybe you're dealing with an ex or something like that, or maybe you're trying to meet a new person and you're trying to get involved in their life or something like that. But there's all this energy of there's many people involved, and that could be friends trying to influence the situation. That could be, maybe several dating opportunities, maybe something like that. I don't know what it is, but something is going to happen for you and it's coming in fast. That you're going towards your Ten of Cups, and you're going towards your soulmate, and it's coming in fast. As soon as you are, for whatever reason, as soon as you are able to speak what you need to say, it's leading you to the celebration energy. So it seems like a very interesting situation that you got yourself in here right now, and I don't know if it's something that's happened to you or something that you put yourself in, but it seems like it's not easy. So let's ask for some advice from Spirit right now and see what they got for you. Let's see, advice for Pisces. Okay, it says we got the Three of Cups here again, and it says failing to recognize a magical opportunity, missing the point, distractions of daily life, discontentment or boredom, lost in your own world. Wake up. And then we'll ask for one more advice for Pisces. We got two more, so let's see what we got here. Alright, we got the Knight of Wands again. It says passionate, confident, charismatic, restless, events requiring immediate action, trust your instincts, stay focused, a passionate relationship. And then after that, we have an unwise choice. There's a better way that will make you happier. Avoid people who lack integrity or who have questionable motives. So, like I said, this seems like not the easiest of situations. So, again, we're getting that because we have Five of Wands here too. And we get it twice, so that's confirmation that there's a situation here that there are some people that aren't helping the situation at all. It seems like something in people that lack morals, and there's a better way that will make you happier. Avoid people who lack integrity or who have questionable motives. So watch out. That's the advice that you're getting, is watch out for the people that are surrounding you and the people that are influencing your decisions right now. Try to lean solely on spirit for this situation, because whenever we're dealing with soulmates situations, especially if there's someone that is in jail or something like that, you're going to be surrounded by individuals that, aren't going to have your best interest. So you're going to have to just lean on spirit for the situation, because what you're dealing with is you're coming towards your Two of Cups. You're coming towards your Ten of Cups. So you want to have a clear head when you're dealing with this stuff. And I'm seeing all this energy. You got the people on top that are fighting around you, but underneath it is just some really ugly negative energy. You see that underneath the water below you. So not only are you fighting up top here, but underneath here, underneath you got all this stuff messing with the situation as well. So just be aware of that. Be aware of that situation and know what you're working towards is going to have a positive outcome. Passionate, confident, charismatic, restless events requiring immediate action. Trust your instincts and stay focused. A passionate relationship. So, like I said, it does seem like a difficult situation. It absolutely does, and I feel for you, and you're in my prayers. But you know that you're going towards your Ten of Cups. So just know that as long as you lean on spirit, know your person and your counterpart is protected, and they're leaning on spirit with you too. And try to stay in meditation and listen. Listen for signs, because I don't see here necessarily, especially with your voice being stopped so much. It's almost like you're not able to speak right now. And that could be as simple as that. Is maybe you're just not in communication with your person right now. But it's showing that you are, you might not be talking to them right now, but you are maybe in telepathic communication. Their energy is coming towards you with this Five of Swords energy, and it's, we always see here, or back here, we see all this energy. Here's your person in the background, and and there's, the communication is coming through to your mind, speaking to you there. So don't be discouraged. Just know that the spirit is with you through this situation, and you are being protected. It's just asking that you have some endurance to the situation. And then finally, we get planning for the long term, abundance from past choices, pride and success of your labors. Be patient as you decide what's next. And then right after that, we get lovers. So that's self-explanatory. Embrace true love, deep, intimate friendships. Make choices from the heart, vibrant health or recovery from an illness. There it is again. So, like I said, something is happening here. Something, at least for one person or a small group of people, something has happened. Like I said, I'm seeing it as maybe someone that has wounded their leg or something like that, but you can put this into your story. There's some kind of illness or something that has happened from an incident. And actually, it's going on and on here. It seems like one of those situations where I could pull one after another. The end of a situation that brings relief, sadness of both, the opportunity for new happiness, a weight off your shoulders, the end of an addiction, a melodramatic reaction. It's showing someone that's walking out a door here. It goes on to news worth celebrating, joyful announcements like engagements, weddings, pregnancy, or graduation, a time of gratitude, close communities or chosen families. Goes on to the High Priestess, and we'll stop there because it's just going on and on and on. High Priestess here, High Priestess leaves us with meditate and turn inward to discover your soul's true desire. This is not time for action. Develop your intuitive gifts and trust the wisdom you receive. But it's going on, and this happens. This happens sometimes with stories like this, and it makes sense. Spirit will do this for us. When most of the stories seems difficult, it seems like you're in this place where you're just having to endure. The thing that Spirit can do for us is they'll just give us confirmation of what they're saying. Hey, you're going through all this hardship. It's a hard time right now, but you're leaning towards a situation where I can just go on and on and on, and all this loving. Your outcome is what you're fighting for here. So stay strong, Pisces. It seems like you do have a difficult situation, but Spirit is confirming over and over and over that you're going towards something beautiful. You have something very beautiful that you're working towards, and Spirit is with you. And if it were me in the situation, I would keep on going, because all the stuff that's coming out in the end is very beautiful energy. But all right, Pisces, thanks for watching. I hope you got something from this. Have a good night.